Hi, my name is Steve Miller and I'm your professor for lifestyle management. And I'm really looking forward to delivering this course, and I hope you can find something really valuable for yourself, your future career, maybe even your future self, and perhaps just rounding out your overall experience. This has got to be one of my most favorite topics because I spend a lot of time with physical activity, eating correctly, and sort of exploring new foods that are healthy. Now, this is a Gen Ed course for those of you who just aren't sure. This is a course that is not part of your program specifically, but in Ontario, colleges and almost every program include 2, 3, or 4 Gen Ed courses into their overall educational experience. It helps round out your education. Now, I have a few things that we need to talk about before we get started, so please, I'm glad you're watching this orientation video and watch it right through to the end. Then complete your orientation quiz. Now that's going to be found in an area which I'll show in this orientation video that's called Tests, Assignments, and Journals, accessed here. It needs to be completed. The quiz will need to be completed by September 26th at 5 p.m. No later. At September 26th at 5:05, it won't be available. And it's based on the content in this video and in your syllabus. And I'll show you where to access your syllabus shortly. Now in this video I'm going to highlight a couple of really important things that you should know that's going to help you to get a good start to the class. I'll let you know that what's asynchronous is meaning in terms of our online class. Where in Blackboard, in our shell, am I going to be putting stuff? Am I going to be hiding them, or will I find an easy way for you to access them? Well, I'm going to try to find an easy way for you to access them. I'm going to demonstrate where everything is. That's your syllabus, your assignment, your journal, videos, tests, how to post to complete your journal, how to post your assignment, how to write a test, my contact information, a lot of stuff. So let's get started right away. Now to begin, this course is asynchronous. Now, asynchronous just means that it's a course that you can take any time of the week, any time of the day of that week. Monday to Sunday, 8 to 8, doesn't matter, anytime. Now that's unlike your synchronous class or in-class instructions, where everybody is in the same place at the same day at the same time each week. Asynchronous means you can plop it in your day anywhere you want, which is a strength, but it's also its weakness. For an asynchronous class, you'll have to set up your own schedule for viewing videos, looking at your e-text, making notes, and working on assignments, and completing the scheduled assignments, journals, and tests. So you're going to be putting everything into a calendar, or at least I hope you will, because you're going to need to keep organize your time for the semester. So put all your course material into a calendar and designate 3 hours someplace in your week to do your lifestyle management time. Since we're doing a goal setting on either physical fitness, nutrition, or weight loss, then you're going to need your textbook, and you're going to need some time each week to dedicate towards the goal that you're setting. Okay, before I give you a tour of Blackboard, there are, about where your syllabus is, journals and stuff like that, I'd like to give you some basic ideas and structure of how I'm using our e-text for lifestyle management. Now, we're going to be considering the concepts of health and wellness that aim towards developing healthy lifestyles. Now, part of the focus that I have and what I bring to the course is that what you do today in your life has a huge impact on your future self. If you're looking to live a healthy older life, then you really ought to start early to get a start towards that. Now, fortunately, our bodies are remarkable. You can start at 70 if that's when you wait till, and can improve your health. However, if you want to have a long and healthy life throughout, doing something every day is going to be important. So what we're going to be doing in this, we're going to look at research-based material about health and wellness, and we're going to look at a number of different topics and what they have to share with us around health and wellness as a concept, but also looking at physical activity for fitness and health. So what's involved in that? Personal nutrition, managing your weight, personal stress management are just some of the topics that we're going to be reviewing and going through. And much of this you can apply to your everyday life. I try to share how some of this applies to me. I'm older than all of you, I suspect, and I don't know who's in my class, but I keep myself in very good shape. I run 60 to 70 kilometers a week. I've discovered kefir, and now I've been eating kefir or drinking kefir for probably 15 years, and it's huge improvement on my health, but lots of other foods, and I'll bring things to you on that as well. So let's get going into Blackboard with everything you're going to need for this class. This is our entry point, and the first place that I want to start is just to go through here and say you've got tabs at the top. Content is where we start. Now there is a calendar tab, and you can put things in this calendar if you want. When I get to, I'm going to scroll down here to show you, down here, tests, assignments, and journals, there will be dates in there for due dates. All the due dates are in the calendar. However, journals are open for 2 weeks, tests for 1 week. Our calendar does not set up for when things begin. It only sets up for when things are due. Okay? Announcements are anything that I put up as an announcement will be in here. Now, when you open up the lifestyle management course, and if I've made an announcement, it's going to be splashed right in front here. If at another time there's no announcement that's flashed right in front, you can come to here to look at all the announcements that have been up for the semester. I don't use discussions. Gradebook is where you will look to see how you're doing in all your courses, but specifically in this course. Messages is another way to communicate with me and or any of your fellow students. Analytics, I use it to see how you're all doing. We have a different analytics for faculty. Your analytics seems to just allow you to compare yourself to others in your class. I don't know how useful that is, but there it is. We don't have a use for groups in this class, so there's no group activity going on. Okay, now the first element you can see here is course essentials. This is an element that the college likes us to have included, and it includes a bit of an introduction. Now what's really important for you in this course, and for that matter all your courses, is to get your syllabus, assignment, and journal. So this spot is the first place you should go after watching your orientation video. Access your syllabus, assignment, and journal. Now I've also put in here some additional resources, so let's have a look. There's your syllabus. Now to access it, that's what you do right there. Click and you can download your syllabus. I would recommend download it. You can print it if you want when you get home or at the college. This right here just allows you to have it drop down and have a look at it. And there it is. That's not the best way to handle it, because then you don't have that access to those due dates readily available to you. Now every document I think I post, I make a video. So this is a video that I've made about the syllabus. You can just click and watch it. Our assignment is a goal setting assignment. I've offered some explanation here. Now what's important about this one, I'll share it with you now, is that you're going to be collecting 8 weeks of data. So you need to start collecting data for your goal on the 4th week, beginning of the 4th week, so that on the 12th week you can put this together and hand it in on the Friday. So you've got 4 weeks to get started on this. I know it's a bit of an abrupt start, but at the same time it will allow you to get the beginning of your assignment done, and so you gather data throughout the semester, and it will just be summarizing that data at the end. Then we have these journals that we do, and I post, I think it's 5 of them. Your quiz is 1, and then the others are, I'll show you what they will look like, but then you need that document. Now, if I scroll down a bit further, you can start to see I've got these online success tips. Now, the first one here is an online success tip where I've offered a variety of things, but I start off with time management. Time management is so important in an online class and specifically in an asynchronous one. So I walk through a number of time management ways of strengthening yourself and being prepared. I talk about balance, keeping some balance in the course of your day. Family, social, academic, work. Balance is better than too heavy in one area than over another. Now, I also touch base on internet connection. Now, that seems kind of peculiar, but because a lot of students often will live together, and students often have computers, phones, and tablets, and if you're all sharing the Wi-Fi, that weakens the signal. So if you're writing a test and your Wi-Fi drops, I cannot fix that. And I'm sorry, but that's why it's so important to either reduce the amount of Wi-Fi use and just have a few devices going so that you won't drop, or hard drive. Connect it with wire so that you have a direct line. All documents that get submitted, whether you choose to do a journal as a Word document or whether you hand in your assignment, everything needs to be a PDF. The reason being is that I run on a Mac here and I don't use Word or Microsoft products. So if you write it up in a Word document, I might be able to see it the way you did. Sometimes I find that if you've got an old version or too new a version, I don't get what I think you've said. It doesn't come out correctly. So whether you're on a PC or a Mac, save it as a PDF. This video will show you how to do that. It's very straightforward in both PC and Mac. I mentioned the role and importance of a calendar using your devices, your phone or your tablet. This is just a quick little video on how to set alerts so that you get reminded. This piece right here is your course outline. This is kind of like our agreement. This is saying what this course will provide you in terms of information. That's what I need to provide, and it shows the distribution of what tests, how much percentage of the course is tests and how much the percentage of course is assignments. But more importantly, or as importantly, if you were ever to take another program in another college or even a university and you wanted to take a course and they required you to take something like a lifestyle course, but you've got all the content, you need this course outline to show them what they've taken and that you've taken 42 hours of it. That will help to determine whether it's equivalent to something that they offer. So whether you know for sure you're going to need this, it's probably safer to have it now. Okay, let's move to the next. Now, these things up here, these three, are probably the most important to get you started. This next one is how to access me and how to access your required text. So we'll come into here and we'll look at your required text. In this, you can see, I'm sorry, I've copied and pasted and then changed some things, so I didn't change the course code. I will change that. What we're going to do is I'm going to take our CRN. I've posted it there for you. You need your student number as well. Then click on the link. It'll take us to the bookstore. I'm going to copy and paste that in. You put your student number right there and then search. That's our textbook. You have it for 365 days. All right? All right, let's come back. Whoops, there we go. And we'll come back to how to contact me. Okay, now there's two ways, for the most part, two ways to contact me. Either by email, that's my email there, and you must use a protocol. The reason why I'm doing this is that, one, it's professional and we need to be professional with one another, but also I have 4 different courses, and unless I have a protocol that helps me or helps you help me understand who you are and what you need, it makes it very difficult for me to help. So I ask that you put your name in it. That seems obvious. I don't always get that, but please, your name. Fill in the subject. Blank subjects I do not respond to. One, it's not very professional, but two, that's how some of my spams come in, and I don't respond to no subject filled in. But more importantly, or as importantly, please put which class of mine you're in. Please acknowledge you're in lifestyle management. In this semester, I also teach psychology, I teach lifestyle management, criminology, and family sociology. If you ask a question, I need to know what class you're in. And on Wednesdays, I don't respond to emails. That's the day I make more videos. Oh, I didn't mention, but we'll come back there just there quickly. I also will meet you virtually. You just need to email me with the protocol and give me a date and a time that suits you best, and I'll see if I can fit that in, and then I'll send you a link to the WebEx room or the MS Teams room. Okay, we'll close that up. Now, where do you write your tests, do your assignments, and all those other fun things? Well, there's one-stop shopping right here. You get the orientation quiz. Now, do you notice? It's open. And this has a lock. This item and anything with a lock can't be opened until the due date. Or sorry, until the date that it's scheduled to be open. And that is in your syllabus. So we're going to walk, I'll walk through the orientation quiz because that will operate just like a test. But the quiz has 10 questions. Your tests will have between 40 and 60 depending on the test, I think. Your journals, we have 5 of them. So we'll look at that too, and I can't get into them because in Student View, Ultra doesn't let me look at things that students, you can't look at it and I can't in Student View. Unfortunately. But I will walk you through this one, your goal setting, and it looks a bit like a journal, and I'll show you what I mean. So let's start with the orientation quiz. There we go. The orientation quiz, 10 points, take as many attempts as you want. It closes on January 26th at 5 p.m. When you're ready to start, take it. And there's your first question. You would continue when you make your selection. That's it. All tests will be the same. One question at a time, no backtracking. And in this instance, you have as many attempts as you want to complete to get the best score, 10 out of 10. All tests, you will have 2 attempts for a total of 3 hours over the course of 5 days. So you could write a test on a Tuesday and write the second test on a Thursday. Your highest score will count. Okay. Let's go down to the goal setting here. Now, see how this is very similar to what we just saw. It gives you the points. I've given you 2 attempts. It's just that if you're going to put your goal setting assignment in, that's a PDF. Bingo, it goes in. You don't need to go in more than once, but in case you made a mistake, I've given you 2 attempts. If you have a 3rd attempt that you need, please let me know. And we'll start. And all this is going to do is open up something very similar to what your journal will be. Instead of here it's saying, don't forget to make your goal setting assignment a PDF, and you're going to post everything right in here, either attach your PDF and your data, or drag and drop them into this space. Now for a journal, it will say journal 2, 3, 4, or 5. I will put a video or 2 in here and some instructions about what to pay attention to, and you type in here 3 wholesome paragraphs, or as some students prefer, write it in a Word document or a Pages document, but save it as a PDF and post that here. All right? Your journals will be looking a lot like this, just a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to close this up and then we'll go to the next little bit. And that's the student help and support. In here, there are connections, the way to help you orientate yourself to 2 important systems that the students that you guys need, Banner and Blackboard. Here is a link to get access to the student success supports on your campus, and Blackboard Ultra support here. That's for you guys. Now the last thing that the second last thing I'll do is when I structure the course, there are 14 weeks. 13 of those weeks have content. Every week we have a breakdown, and I'll walk you through this one and give you an idea that every week this is what you're going to see, just different content. But the breakdown will look the same. There will be a little introduction with a brief intro. What elements of our learning objectives connect to this? Anything that's in the to-do list as a reminder or anything like that are here. Videos that you have for content are here. Now, I will be putting between 1 and 2 videos in for each week. You just click and then open it big and make sure it's HD. And then you're just cooking on gas. And that's all you need to do is sit back, enjoy some popcorn, and watch the videos and make some notes. Have your e-texts available so you can highlight some things in them. And that's what's going to be there. Learning activities every week. If there's something coming on, journals or tests or assignments, they will be here. Quizzes, tests will be here, and a summary of just what we did. Every week will be the same like that. All right? Now the last thing I want to do is it's just one more thing, I guess, but there's a reminder I need to give, and that is that there are no extensions. Now I say this is because asynchronous is difficult and online can be challenging, and I can appreciate that. And so why I say over and over again to use a calendar and get your syllabus is the more you organize yourself, the less likely it is you're going to miss anything. Often I get emails asking for me to reopen something because someone was busy, and I cannot do it for that reason alone. So here's the only way that I can. There's 2 ways that I can honor a request. And one, and the most frequent, is a request coming from the disability office where accommodation letters are sent to faculty based on students bringing in the documentation that shows what their disability is and that it's been diagnosed, and then there will be a negotiation with Howard and the student to come up with the appropriate accommodations, extra time on a test or an extension on an assignment, but they come with conditions too. But then that's one that I will honor. The other request, and it must follow the academic policies and responsibilities, and you find that link in the syllabus. So please check it and make sure you're familiar with what conditions will get an okie dokie on the extension. Being busy, working are not enough reason. I'm afraid that will be a no. And I don't like to say no, but then you should be familiar with what you should be requesting and not asking for something that I can't do. Okay, I think that's going to complete my orientation and walking you through this introduction video. I hope it's been helpful. So I'm looking forward to getting started on this semester and really hope that you get a lot from this course. And what you're aiming to get at, I hope you get the health, the robustness that you want in your future self. One of the things to remember is motion is lotion. All right, everybody, good luck and have a good day. Bye for now.